they do it from here? I spoke with the stenographer just to be sure that it's easy for her to hear, and then make sure it's easy for the rest of you to hear.
My name is Miles Matsumura. I'm from Hilo, Hawaii, of the Muli and Kamalau families of Oahu, Hawaii. I'm currently in consulting work for clients in New York City and residing in the traditional lands of the Kanaka tribe, who sadly no longer exists due to the totality of the slaughter of their people by the Dutch officials. I have basically three things that I want to address. First, as Fiona did, the questions that you posed, the 5 questions. The first item is no. The second, no. The third is none. The fourth, no. And the fifth is none. A big concern that I've had in the past couple of years in reading and listening and going online has to do with motivations. And I respect the roles that the three of you have in your roles as being part of your nation. But I may comment not on you individually, but in terms of the role as government officials. I also have a great deal of respect for Mr. Spender here. In my dozen years of work at the Queen Lady Oakland Children's Center, operated by the estate of our late Queen, Mr. Spender has done a great deal of effort to help our Hawaiian children in self-benefited from the programs of the Queen's Trust, and he has contributed personally a great deal to help children. Again, my comments are not about Mr. Stinger as a person. I may comment as to the role he has as an elected trustee. As our sister down at the end of the hall pointed out, the Office of Hawaiian Affairs is a state agency, and you recognize that. They are both led by Americans who are residents of the state of Hawaii. When it was created, it may have been envisioned as a fourth arm of the state government representing the native people. The courts changed that so that they are elected by all of the American registered voters of the state of Hawaii. Therefore, they are a state agency and represents the interests of their responsibility under that state government. We do have dispute, as you, as an attorney, and as the other legal counsel have an attorney, on the role of law. And what troubles me is efforts that were without or by ignoring the rule of law, whether it be international or domestic. And in the case of what Keone mentioned about, and I mentioned in terms of government, the Constitution of the Kingdom of Hawaii provides means for its own reestablishment. Once you don't have a ruler in place, the procedures are built in. The Constitution has the means for addressing the things that are being attempted to be addressed.